Welcome back, everyone, to the program. And here are some of your stories in brief. We begin with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, presenting certificate of return to the Governor of Abia State, Ikpeazu, for his re-election, and 24 members of the State House of Assembly who emerged winners during the March 2019 governorship and State Assembly elections. The Governor-elect, Ikpeazu, after receiving his certificate of return, thanked Abia people for re-electing him, as he admitted that the it's spurring confidence to get him to fast-track socio-economic development in the state, as he called all and sundry to join hands in transforming the state. Also, in Taraba State, the electoral umpire INEC presented a certificate of return to the state governor, Darius Ishaku, as the governor-elect of the state. The electoral umpire also issued certificates of return to his deputy, Haruna Manu, as well as 24 elected members of the Taraba State House of Assembly. Now, these are some residents of Osun State who took to the streets of Osogbo, the state capital, to protest the judgment of the tribunal, which declared Senator Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party the duly elected governor of the state. The protesters have disagreed with the court over its decision, which is in favor of the People's Democratic Party candidates. So talking protests, there was also a day of protests on Wednesday too, as pro-PDP supporters and pro-AAC supporters took to the streets of Port Harcourt in Rivers State to protest the state of things there, while the pro-PDP supporters, who were led by the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, the umbrella body for over 85 political parties, they took their issues to the DSS and the police in the state. With the pro-AAC supporters, led by the International Society for Human Rights and Justice, the umbrella body for some civil rights groups, they marched to the Army Division in the state capital.
Protesters from the Inter-Party Advisory Council take to the streets of Port Harcourt, the River State capital. With solidarity songs and display of placards with various inscriptions to drive home their points, the protesters head to the Department of State Services in the state. In what comes across as a solidarity march, the protesters proceed to the headquarters of the State Police Command to kick against the planned removal of the resident electoral commissioner and the state commissioner of police.
We want the collation and declaration process to continue. We want CP of Rivers State and REC of Rivers State to be allowed to do their job. If not the police, there would have been more bloodshed in Rivers State.
The police appreciate their conduct.
You will ensure that criminals do not join your ranks as you move along. I will convey your message to the Commissioner of Police, and action will be taken where necessary.
Meanwhile, in another part of town, some civil society groups are also on the streets. This time, they take their own message to the 6th Division Nigerian Army in a show of support for their role in the last elections in the state.
We have taken a decision as a civil society organization to stand by the GOC and its men of 6th Division Nigerian Army because of their tremendous contribution they have made in saving lives and property.
The army also appreciates their conduct. As the protesters carry on, the Independent National Electoral Commission in Rivers State insists on continuing with the set date for the collation and announcement of results. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
Now let's take you to Kano State, where following the victory of the governor-elect Abdullahi Ganduje, the coalition of United Political and Inter-Party Advisory Council, they have endorsed that victory. Of course, it was declared winner by the governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission after the most keenly contested supplementary polls on the 23rd of March. Well, according to the group, the governor's transformational programs for the people of Kano State gave him the second chance, hence the resolve of the council to partner with the governor in moving the state forward. Our correspondent in Kano, Judgement, reports.
Kano State Governor-elect Abdullahi Ganduje exchanging pleasantries with leaders of various political parties at the state government house. The group is here to pledge its support for the governor-elect. That mission accomplished, they deny social media reports that Kano is enmeshed in violence.
The coalition has indeed monitored the supplementary election in Kano and has in all sincerity believed it to be generally free, fair, and peaceful.
In his response, Governor Abdullahi Ganduje acknowledges the fact that there was violence in some polling units, but says it was not enough to stop INEC from conducting what he describes as free, fair, and credible elections. Governor Ganduje assures his guests that he is ready to face the tribunal should any political party decide to challenge the outcome of the election.
The election was conducted according to the guidelines, and anybody who is aggrieved about the election, there is a procedure of going to tribunal. So there is no need of spreading rumors of this magnitude.
On allegation of violent protest across the state, Mr. Ganduje insists there was nothing like that and challenged anyone to produce evidence to that effect.
No life was lost, but to our surprise, some sponsored NGOs have been going about spreading rumors that many people were killed in Kano.
At the end of the visit, the 42 political parties say they are convinced that their decision to support Governor Abdullahi Ganduje is in the best interest of everyone, as that will go a long way in ensuring peace in Kano State. We can see normal activities are going on smoothly. Therefore, we will continue to follow the process and see what will happen at the end of the day. From Kano, Judgement reporting for Channels Television News.
The senator-elect under the All Progressives Congress in Kwara State, Mr. Lola Ashiru, has assured that senators under the APC will be united in electing the leadership in the National Assembly and will not allow what the opposition party dictate for them. The senator representing Kwara South in a press conference noted that those aspiring for the leadership of the upper chamber are qualified, but assured that only the best among them will eventually emerge.
The system will bring out the best. We never get to a situation where a minority party is leading the majority in the Senate. It will never happen again. The last time was a terrible abnormality. I've never seen a country where a minority party is leading. It will never happen again.
Well, that's it on Lunchtime Politics. You've been served. Thank you for watching. And of course, don't forget, you can join the conversation via our social media platforms. I'm Millicent Mwaka. I'll see you soon.